Everyone, this is Nimish. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are gonna talk about Yodha, the very popular Malayalam movie starring the one and only Laletan, Mohanlal, Jagati Sri Kumar, Puneet Isar, Madhu, Siddharth Lama as Rinpoche, I think, the monk. And this is one of the most celebrated movies, most entertaining movies, and I can see why. When I watched it start to finish, straight up, no distractions, nothing was involved in the movie, thoroughly entertained. It has all forms of entertainment in it, nothing missing, no stone unturned, and some good writing as well. Before we get into this review, need to note that this is, a remake of Eddie Murphy's The Golden Child. For those of you, most of you might know because you guys know about this film, which released ages ago, but I have not watched it. So leave your comments below on what you think in terms of comparisons to The Golden Child. Was it an exact remake? How much was it remade? What do you think of that version versus this version, etc, etc. Please let me know because I might be interested to watch The Golden Child. Getting back to Yodha, this is a Mohanlal show as always. He carries the film on his own shoulders from start to finish. He has a lot of potential in this movie to show what a complete actor he is, starting with comedy, drama, romance, action, everything packed into one in this movie. Jagati sir has done absolutely brilliant performance because I think that he overshadowed Mohanlal in many of the scenes when it comes to the comic timing. It was just phenomenal, just outstanding comic timing, and there was definitely some scenes where I felt like Mohanlal could have done better because it just seemed out of place. There were a couple scenes where his comic timing didn't hit very well, and there were a couple scenes where it seemed like he's putting way too much effort. So 75% great performance by Mohanlal as usual, natural, straightforward, but 25% you can make out that I've watched him mostly in his second half of his career, so you could make out that it was his younger days and he was still not 100% complete actor, so to speak. And I am not afraid to say that because the only scenes that he did not do that well or sort of felt complacent or not perfect was when Jagati sir was on screen. It just felt like he was much more accomplished in doing comedy himself. Nevertheless, this movie keeps you entertained in various parts. The movie starts with their friendship, Mohanlal and Jagati sir's friendship in Kerala, friendship, enmity, rivalry, whatever you call it. It's a fun time in Kerala, in the heartland, and then transports them to Nepal and what happens there with a monk that's on the run, Madhu, the romantic interest of Mohanlal, the villain Puneet Isar, and their story and their all of that action elements thrown in there. So this movie has everything. Again, comedy, romance, drama, action, everything rolled into one. And in the last 25 minutes, there is some good writing as well because, and I don't want to give any spoilers to anyone that wants to still recommend this movie to others or is just watching it from the review or recommendation purpose, but I think that there is, for those of you who have watched it, Mohanlal loses one ability in the last 25 minutes of the movie, and I think that elevates the movie. If the movie just sailed through with a normal Mohanlal doing whatever and crossing all the hurdles in whatever way and facing obstacles in a normal Mohanlal fashion or a normal hero fashion, then it would have been a good film, but it would not have taken it to that next level. And I think that particular element where he loses one ability makes it more entertaining and more gripping towards the end. Again, the action sequences are fun, the comedy is there throughout, never a dull time. There is a nice relationship between Mohanlal and the kid that is always so warm to watch and fun to watch. There's the romantic interest with Madhu, which is not out of place, completely naturally thrown in there. So very good writing, directed by Sangeet Sivan, good editing, good direction, everything is so smooth. The music, however, for me was a little weak. I didn't feel like it lived up to the A.R. Rahman expectations. I don't know what his expectations were back then, but I feel like I've heard that the movie was a big hit, but maybe I don't have, the Malayali ear or the particular 90s South Indian music ear to appreciate that level of music, but I just felt that it was a little weak. But that is not to say that the songs are not required or are out of place. Everything flows very smoothly. This is a movie you can watch a lot of times, and you can watch it today. Although it's an early 90s movie, you can watch it today in 2020. That is also huge. So given that there's so much has changed, so many elements and special effects can be used today. Nothing was used back then. Just the movie has aged very gracefully and continues to be one of the most celebrated movies and very worthy. So not going to rate this, but if I had to rate this, I would have given it like a 4 star for entertainment value. So that is my review of Yodha. If I can watch any other movies like this, definitely leave your comments below, because these are times where we want to watch some entertaining fun movies like these that we can sail through, cruise through, enjoy, and maybe I can get back and review them as well. So drop your comments, like, comment, share, subscribe, and keep watching for more.